Hey everyone, happy almost Thanksgiving. How are you doing today, Kerri?
I'm good. Happy Thanksgiving to you. It's a great time of the year.
It is. I actually get a day off tomorrow. I'm excited about it.
Yay.
The weather here is beautiful. How is it there?
We started out sunny. It's a little overcast right now, but the sun's really trying hard to peek out again. But it's supposed to be nice tomorrow and clear.
Yeah, I'm in Nebraska, just so everybody knows. So I'm actually, it's supposed to be super cold here. It's going to be like in the teens, I think, in the mornings, and then like warming up to maybe 30, maybe 40s if I'm really lucky. But the sun's out, so it always makes me happy when that happens. So
yes.
Anyway, hey, so before we have our special guest come on, she's running a few minutes late, looks like it, but you were telling me right before we got on about the rates a little bit. What's going on out there? Sounds like it's improving a little bit.
Yeah, so they had some really good numbers with CPI. They actually came in a little bit lower than they were thinking that they were going to, which was a positive thing for the MBS market. So we've seen some gains, but it really is just so back and forth all the time. Still, there's still some instability. So we'll get gains one day and then we might lose a little bit, and then we'll gain a little bit another day. So it's still, not leveling out just yet. But there are some better predictions saying that maybe in Q1 versus Q3 of next year, we should see some improvement that will make a dramatic difference in what people are paying. But like we've tried to emphasize in the past, that's going to drive home prices up again too. So just be really careful about the decisions you're making and just talk to someone experienced so that can guide you through the process.
Right. And I keep hearing all over the place. I keep hearing next year it's hopefully the rates are going to go down. That's what we keep saying. So, and I've got people looking right now because they did do a little bit of a drop. And so, I've got buyers out looking a little bit, and it seems like it's starting to kind of pick up a little bit. And I think buyers are starting to understand it's not necessarily a bad time to get in, because if it does drop, you can always refinance later. So
exactly. And, I've just lost my train of thought, actually, because it looked like Tanya's joining us. So I don't want to keep joining the live feed. I'm just trying to fill in time. But
so anyway, definitely talk, like you said, talk to somebody who knows what's going on. And, things are starting to change. I can feel it a little bit. I can see the activity. So it's a good time to kind of jump in. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit more. There we go. And so we're going to start talking about, we kind of talked about this in the past. And we'll bring we have a special guest today. We have Tanya Pena-Johnson with TJ Staging, and she's going to be jumping on here in just a few minutes. But, we kind of talked about staging in the past, and, just kind of things that you can do to get your home ready. So, but we're in the holiday time. And so sometimes it's like, especially if you're living in your home, it's like you want to be able to create a warm environment, and enjoy the holidays and stuff like that. So we want to kind of figure out, maybe what are some things that you can do and some of the things you can't do. It looks like we lost Tanya for a second, so hopefully she can get back on. So, one of the we'll bring her on so she shows up again. So I think she's having some audio trouble or video troubles maybe. There she is. She's driving still.
Hi guys.
Let's welcome Tanya Johnson with TJ Staging. Hi Tanya, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Fabulous. Good. So we were just talking, we were talking about when you typically stage your home, you're looking for decluttering, depersonalization. You're looking to make sure the lights are really bright, natural lights and stuff like that. And then we get into the holiday season, and it's like, especially if you're living in your home, you still want to have that warm thing, that welcoming environment. So, some of the things we talked, when you have to depersonalize and declutter, can you still put up stuff like that? What do you think, Tanya? Can you put up some Christmas decorations or holiday decorations?
Yes. So what? Oh, you guys are cutting in and out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Yes, ma'am.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Yes. Just speak. Okay. So
are you guys there?
Yes, we are.
Oh man, the connection is not good.
It's okay. So
hold on.
Okay. So Tanya did say that, you know, that you could bring in some stuff. The thing is you just don't want to go completely overboard. I mean, you don't want to have so much. I mean, I know like you don't want to get like all your kids' stuff out and all the, you know, knickknacks and stuff like that. You probably want to keep it more on the minimalist side as far as decorating. And Tanya, if you, when you hear me, just jump back in. Okay. Yes. Sorry about this. There you go. Okay.
So you mean you don't want your child's macaroni garland or their kindergarten first ornament?
No, probably not. You know, I mean, it's fine to put up maybe some candles or throw in some Christmas lights. You know, you just kind of.
Try this again.
There we go. We'll try it again. So we were just saying that we don't want to keep like all of our kids' knickknacks and stuff up, but we kind of really want to minimize it. But yes, it's okay to put some stuff up, is what I just kind of heard from you before you got cut off.
You guys.
Uh-oh. I don't know if this is going to work with her today. So the other thing is kind of neutral decor too. I mean, you know, again, it's trying to maybe, you know, it is a religious holiday, but it's not for all people. So maybe keep that to a minimal too. I mean, you know, it's okay to put some stuff, but maybe not quite as much as you normally would.
I can't hear you guys.
Okay, hold on, Tanya. I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now and send her a little message. Kerri, why don't you talk about like curb appeal? Can you take over and maybe some things that would be appropriate to put up for curb appeal?
Yeah, well, you know, there's some people that go really overboard with the Christmas holidays and they have blow ups and they have, you know, Santa's sleigh and everything else out there on the yard. So maybe just scale it back and hold on to those things for your next home that you're going to move into, and just maybe put up some real neutral blinking lights or something, a wreath on the door, just to make things, because most people do have a wreath on their door for different occasions. So I don't think a pine wreath would be a bad thing to have.
Yeah, or even Thanksgiving, like what we're coming into. I mean, you know, having a fall wreath or something like that is absolutely gorgeous, and it makes your home feel so welcome and inviting. A nice big welcome mat, just welcome you into your home and being very, you know, I mean, it's just an extra touch, right? And yes, definitely the lights and stuff are absolutely beautiful. And so anyway, so, you know, definitely some lights outside would be fine. And then obviously you're going to make sure it's just super neat and tidy like you would if you're normally staging, right?
Yeah. And, you know, a lot of people, like I said, they tend to go overboard, and people really are coming to the home. They want to see the scope of the property. And if you have it all cluttered with lots of stuff, they're not going to really be able to see the potential of the property and the land.
Hi, Tanya. Welcome back.
I'm back and I can hear you. But it might be loud on my background because I'm actually standing outside. I'm sorry, you guys.
No, you are absolutely fine. I know you're driving on traveling day because you're a busy girl, so it's totally fine. We're just so thankful that you're here. So we were just talking about, you know, inside the home, you know, it's definitely okay to put some stuff out. Not, I mean, I wouldn't go all like your kids or your whole big, what are those things, those where you have a village? You don't probably want to do one of those where, you know.
Right. I would say for staging, my professional opinion, if it's owner occupied, it's okay to decorate because you still have to live there. But I would keep decorations very minimalistic in nature. Maybe not go overboard with, you know, a Grinch theme or something like that. Just keep it traditional and minimalistic because people still are touring the homes during the holiday season. For vacant listings, if they are staged, my professional opinion is no holiday staging. You can incorporate, holiday colors and like the festive colors in your staging, but I would not specifically stage for the holidays, because if you get someone touring the home that doesn't celebrate Christmas or doesn't celebrate, you see what I'm saying? Doesn't celebrate that particular holiday, you don't want to lose a potential buyer that way. So,
and on top of that too, and on top of that, Tanya, I mean, you know, a lot of times the holiday kind of slows down because people are celebrating and doing other things, and so sometimes it doesn't sell. I mean, that's kind of always been like when I talk to my clients, it's like, yes, you can, but you know, sometimes it's better almost not to. I mean, because
and
you might have pictures up in January or February still where, you know, you have Halloween, so they can see it's been up for a while.
Right. And then also there's a backside to that too. The holidays can be stressful for a lot of people and bring them to a mental point where they, if they lost a loved one, or if they're grieving, or if they're going through any kind of family trauma or anything like that, when you decorate or stage for that holiday, it brings that all to the forefront of their mind. So if you got a potential buyer who is actually going through that, and they walk into that, that could be a turnoff right away. So you just want to basically keep it as neutral as possible, and untaste specific, if that's a word, not taste specific. And then also you can incorporate the warm colors of the holiday season. That is certainly okay to do, but I would not go overboard with staging for the holidays.
Perfect. Okay. So, and normally, like, one of the questions I have about that too is, like, usually when you're staging a house regularly, you want like really bright white lights. You want as much, natural light as possible. I mean, you want it white almost. What about the holidays? Is it okay to kind of put maybe some more like the yellow tone lights or whatever, just a little bit more cozy kind of feeling?
Correct. So my take on that is actually with staging, there's fads and there's trends, and all those come in and out. The extra bright LED lights are actually leaving again, and people are switching to the more warmer tone yellow lighting, dim lighting. And yes, I love it much better too, only because it's more pleasing to the eye than those bright yellow lights or bright white lights, the LED ones. But as far as that is concerned, definitely during the winter months, you want to go warmer in tones. You don't want things to be bright and stark, because it's already bright outside. Number one, if you live in an area where there's snow, you're already going to be blinded by, all the whiteness of the snow. You don't want to go into a house where it seems just as cold on the outside as it does on the inside. So you want to warm it up.
Okay. And then I know a lot of people like the holiday scents. And I mean, a nice, like, warm, like vanilla is probably my favorite. But sometimes you get like those pumpkin smells, and there's so much. Do you feel that way?
And they're so overwhelming.
And for me, it's like the pine scent. They're just too much.
Yeah, they are too much. So us stagers, we recommend 2 scents, and 2 scents only, all through the year. Just to keep it basic and to keep it inviting, is vanilla and baked sugar cookies. Because anytime you can activate the senses to make them think of childhood memories, you want to do that. So baked sugar cookies and vanilla are the only 2 that we ever recommend, because like you said, all the seasonal ones, they can just be over the top.
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay. And then, when you put up decorations too, I mean, like, one of the things is, like, let's say you have a beautiful fireplace, and wouldn't it be smart to decorate that for the holidays? And I mean, really kind of accent that, because you're actually making part of the house, right?
Nikki, I can't hear you. You're cutting in and out again. Hold on. Let me change my position.
Okay.
Let's see if that works.
She's going to say, yes, that's right. But I do want to get her opinion on a Christmas tree. So we're going to, but yeah, so, I mean, when you have a fireplace or something, though, I mean, it's important to, like, if you're going to decorate, that's a good thing to decorate, because you're actually pulling the buyer's attention to that feature. And so that way they can, notice that feature, like the fireplace, because it's going to stand out more if you've got some decorations on it that help that. So,
and for me, I know that before I move into a house, I'm visualizing where things would go. And so it really, to me, would help people see, what, that looks like a great place for the Christmas tree. Or if I lived here, I don't know that I like it there. I might like it over there. So it can help people really visualize themselves in this space too.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's, and it's like having like that, like the fireplace, the mantle decorator or something like that. It's like, it just makes it feel cozy. And it's like, you're looking at the fireplace. Oh, I can just imagine sitting here and, having like a nice cup of apple cider or something, and sitting back and having my feet and watching the fireplace, and, and just having that family time or whatever. So I think it's a great thing to decorate, and, or kitchen, I mean, that's another popular place, and maybe putting a couple extra decorations, because that's a lot of places where people really, group together and celebrate. So having that be cozy, and I love the smell of the baked cookies, though. I think that's great. Hopefully she can get back on. I know she's having such a hard time. She's been traveling. I so appreciate her coming today, though.
And she gave us some great insights, for real. I mean, it's definitely, if you're going to have your home photographed during the holidays, I can imagine that having it not have the holiday decorations up before you take the pictures would be best, because your house, like you said earlier, could be on the market for longer than the holiday season, and then you're really dating when the pictures were taken.
Exactly. So, I mean, that would be my professional opinion. I usually try to say, or else very, very minimal. I mean, like if you're going to put a couple things, it's just maybe something to bring that color in, but as simple as possible. And professional photography definitely helps. I mean, it's like, it just makes the world of difference sometimes. So it catches, those moments, and that they're good at catching that kind of stuff because, the pictures and stuff. So yeah. And definitely keep it clean. I know that it's a crazy busy time, and I know you're trying to make food for everyone, and you're running around and trying to wrap presents or whatever you're doing, and celebrating, having friends over, whatever. But it's so important because you still do get people coming through your home, and so you want it to be at the best presented, presenting the best at all times. So, you might have to cut back a little bit. Maybe if you entertain a lot, maybe cut back a little bit. And so that's important. And also maintain a flexible schedule because, people are like Tanya said, we're very stressed during the holidays. And so having that time where, they were, being flexible and allowing them some grace too, that helps a lot. Because I know some people are like, I don't want to do it here. I don't want to do it here because I'm doing this. And it's like, sometimes you have to be thankful. I have somebody coming in, so I'm going to try to accommodate as much as possible. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to get Tanya back. She's having such a hard time. And I know she had another appointment too after this. But what are your thoughts on Christmas trees? I think she's what Tanya said. I think really minimal, some lights, a few simple decorations, nothing too themed or so over the top or extravagant. I mean, just what do you think?
I think the same, but like Tanya brought up, you still have to live in the home. If you are a person who celebrates Christmas, you're going to want your Christmas tree up so that you can still maintain some type of normalcy while you're in the process of uprooting your entire life and going somewhere else. So right. For sure, especially if you have children, kids are going to want their Christmas tree up. So to me, I think tastefully decorated, maybe just do a themed tree that year of just like red and silver ornaments or something simple like that. But like you said, taking some of the religious connotation out or any specific characters would be especially good to me.
Okay. Tanya, we have one last question for you. Christmas trees. Tell me about Christmas trees.
So Christmas trees, my professional opinion on Christmas trees is if it's, like I said, if it's a vacant house, no. If it is owner occupied, keep it at a minimum as far as Christmas trees are concerned. I know a lot of people love to do, like myself, themes and different color schemes and all that. I would just keep it at a minimum. And are you guys there?
Yep. So she said keep it at a minimum and very tasteful. Yes. So just simple, minimal.
Oh my gosh,
would be great. It's okay. I think I got it, and I just kind of repeat what you were going to say. I hope.
Yeah, white lights. It's not multicolor, not over the top, not flashing, not a Christmas tree that turns in place. And, some people can just do the most. So just keep it minimalistic, white lights, very tasteful, very, very much on the decor side and the designer side versus, the traditional side with the grandkids doing the ornaments and that type of thing. Even though that's good family memories, if your house is listed during the holiday season, it's really not good for viewers.
Right, absolutely. And nothing too big. And you want your Christmas trees on the smaller side too, because you want to give a lot of space to walk through. So that's super important.
Very so.
And keep in mind, you're packing, you're moving. And I mean, I know that, you still want to have that those memories and still have that time and that family time. And it's still so important. So definitely do it. But just, consider you're packing and moving and do like maybe half of what you would normally do. Anyway, I think that's all we have for today. Tanya, it's so amazing. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you so much.
Sorry for the bad connection, guys. It's because I'm traveling.
Girl, and we just appreciate your time.
Oh, anytime. And if you guys need anything, just give me a holler.
Okay, and that is
you.
Tanya Johnson with TJ Staging. So make sure if you are a broker that is watching this, or you are a person who's going to be selling their home and needs some extra tips, she's the person to contact. I highly recommend. Of course. Thank you, Tanya. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, or follow button because you don't want to miss one of our episodes. You guys have a very happy Thanksgiving. Kerri, thanks for joining us today. Of course, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Same. Thank you so much and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.